Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, let's catch up with the Thomases, and they're just driving around, playing some soccer, coaching some soccer, getting involved any way they could. Colyby Thomas and, of course, Roger Thomas, Mountain View, respectively, is where Roger Thomas coaches. Colyby Thomas played now at Messiah, of course, playing some soccer over the summer, different places as well. Let's check in with you first. Roger, tell us about getting going with soccer again this summer. Tell us about how much fun you're having right now.
Fun, still a lot of driving. We, got the opportunity to win the state cup again. That was neat. Only because U19, there's fewer teams, ended up being a semifinal and a final, and we did make it through there. Colby helped out with scoring. The team did a good job on defense, and we made it through the state cup, which was great to win our way in this year through that. And then off to regionals, kind of tough when you go undefeated in pool play, but you don't make it on. But the difference between regionals at USU Soccer and at World Cup, as far as pool play, would be that World Cup takes 2 out of every 14 bracket, and regionals for USU Soccer only takes 1. So even though we had 2 ties and a win, it wasn't enough points-wise to get out as the winner of the bracket, and it even didn't make it for the wild card. So, it was good. It was good to be together. It was good to work. But unfortunately, although we went up in both the games that we tied, we gave back goals, and, that's how it goes sometimes. So we were really looking forward to getting the Nationals, but it wasn't for us this year. Now I'm pretty excited about, the PDL. It's the kind of the league for college players, as well as some older players to play in, to try to get ready for college, or for future playing professionally, or it's for some of them to kind of wind down their career and pass on some of what they've learned. It's sort of like the Olympics. They let you have I think 6 players over 23 years of age, and that brings you some of your experience and some of your player coaches. Everybody else has to be U23. So it's pretty exciting. We're in Ocean City, New Jersey today to play a team down there, a half a block from the boardwalk. So that's pretty cool.
That's as good as it gets. Playing some soccer near the beach and having a good day with your family. Colyby Thomas, let's get you in here. Colby, for you, let's go back and talk about your year at Messiah College, and we'll get up to speed on where you're at this summer.
Sure, yeah. Messiah was everything and more than I expected it to be. I think when I committed, they tell you a little bit of what Messiah is and what we strive for, but we really only get a little bit of the experience. And then once I went through it this past year, it was, like I said, everything and more. It was a really great experience for me.
Well, tell us about the players that surround you, and, of course, going through everything with the coaches and that. How did the year go overall?
Sure. I'm truly blessed with some great seniors. We had 8 seniors, and 2 of them were able to go on and chase after soccer after college, go professional. One playing over in Sweden, and the other one's here in the States, and they're doing well. So it's really nice to be to been able to come in for my first year and play underneath those guys and really learn and see that Messiah is still a place that people are still looking for to come out professionally. So that was really cool for my first year to strive towards that for the next 3 years that I'm going to be there. So.
Well, Colby, take us through now playing with the Lehigh Valley United, and now, of course, playing with some professional players, so to speak, as you guys are playing down in Ocean City today. But tell us about this particular group that you're playing with and what soccer is like now.
Sure, yeah. It's really pushing my level. It's where I go from, say, U19, where I just finished up, where that's more at my level, to a PDL team where it's really pushing my level and I'm really seeing the next level. It's really, it's very helpful. I'm blessed for the opportunity that I'm given, and just trying to take advantage of everything, so that when I go back to Messiah and when I look to try to play at the next level, I'm able to excel at those next levels. So.
Still getting some quality time with Dad. Tell us about that experience and enjoying that, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes I just hear from so many people who just embrace these moments, and sometimes they may not seem we spend a lot of time together, so I just can't take advantage of it. We love spending time together, and so we're getting a little bit of time at the beach here before our game, and then heading out to the game. But we definitely have a lot of car rides that are spent together, talking, analyzing games on the way back. So it's really, I'm blessed and privileged to spend so much time with him.
Colyby Thomas joining us here on the John Mendola Show, a graduate of Mountain View. He's at Messiah College right now playing some soccer, of course, over the summer. He's busy with soccer. Colby, you look back and think about your career and starting out at a young age and all these drives and miles and practices and moments. There's been a lot of special times. At some point, I'm sure you're going to be giving back too, and maybe the coaching ranks once your playing career is over down the line.
Sure. Yeah, definitely just learning from Dad and seeing kind of where he's been able to go through coaching with us. It's the bond that he has with both of his kids, Dylan and I just strive to want to be like him and want to coach in my future, whether that's at the high school or college level. I'm just really I really look up to him in that way. So coaching is definitely. I love spending time with kids. I love even coming back to Mountain View and kicking around the soccer ball, whether it's at open soccer or whether it's just training younger kids. This is why I play soccer, is just to influence the youth. So.
Well, Roger, let's ask you another question. Taking in this soccer and, of course, seeing soccer at all different levels, high school soccer, Lehigh Valley United, Messiah College, and then taking in this soccer that Colby's playing here on the weekend over the summer. Tell us about all those different levels and how that's working your brain for the upcoming season for Mountain View High School soccer.
Yeah, John. Hey, one of the things that it just emphasizes to me is, to achieve anything, it takes commitment. And, as those teams that we excelled at Mountain View there, at least several of the kids that put in a huge amount of commitment, and other kids came along and, put in commitment enough to really to just be challenged by those players who have the greatest amount of time in, and that's not easy. When people, one of the kids years ago said, kind of almost, admiringly and disgustingly, he said, "Man, it's tough to, play soccer when you're playing with a professional." And that was his opinion of, playing near, one of the kids who had put so much time in. And so really, in a small community where there's not the pressure to push kids forward and, where kids don't necessarily get cut if they're not up to some grade, the kids have to acquiesce to be challenged by that. And we had that privilege with Mountain View teams there for those years that we did so well. And, of course, we have a program where some of that continues. But, again, as far as us, ever challenging in that direction, again, it's going to take a consistency of commitment. And, that's a family thing as well as a team thing. So, that's what I see. I mean, even here today, heading down to New Jersey, there's other things that people could want to do than a 7-hour ride in order to play a little bit, and so again, it comes down to commitment, and I hear that when I hear about Olympics and pro players, they so often talk about the long rides or the this or that it took to get there. So that's really the continuity between the high level we did at Mountain View, the high level that even Lehigh Valley did, a lot of players traveling some decent distances and putting a good deal of time in. And now with this PDL, this is the Sonics' first year up from the MPSL, which is the next level below, up to the PDL. And so they've not had a real successful season. There's going to be, I'm sure, adjustments made. But again, one of the things is commitment, and it takes the time if you want the success. So that's the big thing that I see that's the same.
Roger Thomas, Colyby Thomas here on the John Mendola Show, talking a little family, father, coach, teacher, educator, you name it, and, of course, a little bit of life lessons along the way. I want to thank both of you guys for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your summer. Great catching up with you guys.
Hey, thanks so much, John. And because we're not on speakerphone, I'm sure Colby says the same. I appreciate it. Thanks for the call.
All right. Roger Thomas and Colyby Thomas playing some soccer, coaching some soccer, and talking about it along the way here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.